Well, happy Whiskey Tuesday. This time around, we're going to try something a little more in the classic rock and get away from the bluegrass again this week. Going to try Behind Blue Eyes by The Who. Pretty cool tune. Pete Townsend wrote it, and I remember seeing an interview a long time ago where he said this is one of those songs that you can change the tone of it so much depending on who you are singing it. He said he never would have sang it the way Roger Daltrey did on the albums and stuff, but obviously rockin' song and did really well for them. But Pete said it was a little more, tearing at your heart than that aggressive sort of sound that Roger was so good at. Probably still is if he's still going. I think he is. Anyways, on to how to play it. This one starts off with, I think it's an E sus2, maybe a 4. Sorry, comments if you're a chord nerd. But it's basically your A chord, and I always bar mine, but moved over to the E. So on your 5th, 4th, and 3rd string, you're kind of barring that with your finger. But make sure you leave the high 2 strings clean because they kind of pick through it. And then to an E minor. No one knows what it's G. D. And throw the little pinky on there for the sus4. C. Now I've seen this in a lot of tabs, and most of them have the A sus2, which is basically your E minor shape just moved over to the A, so you're only hitting those 2 strings. It's a pretty dark chord. It was in Warfrat. If you like that song, check out that video. But for some reason, I find this one, I'm more the Roger side. I sing this a little more aggressively. And I like it the pure A instead of the little more haunting one that maybe Pete was going for in his version. So again, it's E minor, G, sus4, C, choruses all go through that twice. E minor, G, D, C, A, and then, but my C, D, G, C, and I think this one, they go to D in all the tabs. To B. I like the walk down to A minor in there. Whiskey Tuesday, make it your own. So again, in my dream, D, G, and hit the C, C, walk, A minor, lift your middle finger off the 4th string, and it kind of gives it that E7th little sound there. And then a B minor. I have hours. C. Only lonely. Love is D. Back to A. Basically, it goes through that verse, chorus, twice. And there's a little bit of a bridge in there before you get to sort of the hard part. And it's E, B minor, A, D, B minor, B minor, B minor, and then it gets into the bridge part, I suppose you call it. Win my fist, and stick to the E, and win my fist. And then we just go right to the B minor, A, E. Clenches, crack it open, or I B minor, G, D, back to the B minor, A, D, B minor, A to E. And a couple times through that E, and it goes through that progression twice basically, and the first time you're done the 1, 2, 3, 4 little bars in there. I stick to the E usually twice. There's a little instrumental part at the end. Generally, I'll just walk through those 4 bars again. You can listen to the album, try and pick it up a little cleaner if you want. But it basically just goes through those 4. So again, B minor, A, B, E minor, G, D, E minor, A, B, E minor, A to E. And as I go through that, kind of picking it a little bit twice, you can drop the E to an E minor. Just take your first finger off. It's a nice way to sort of get into the outro. No one knows what it's due to be the bad man, D, and the C. You can finish however you want. You can make it a long A. Generally, I'll just go once behind blue eyes and let that sort of ring. It's a nice ending. It's something clean. I've said it before in a few videos. A clean ending makes up for a lot of screw-ups in a song. So depends on where you are, who's listening. If you're sitting around the campfire with friends and people are talking and chatting, you maybe miss a line here or a chord there. A clean ending makes up for a lot. Anyways, that's pretty much it for the lesson part. Go through that a few times. Kind of a long one this week, but happy Whiskey Tuesday. Behind Blue Eyes, The Who. So again, that. No one knows what it's like to be the bad man, to be the sad behind blue eyes. No one knows what it's like to be hated, to be faded, telling lonely lies. But my dreams, they aren't as empty as my conscience to be. I have vowed only lonely. My love is vengeance, it's never free. No one knows what it's like to feel these feelings like I do. Lonely, my love is vengeance, it's never free. When my fist clenches, crack it open, or I use it and lose my cool. If I smile, I laugh and act like a fool. And if I swallow anything evil, put your fingers down my throat. If I shiver, please give me a blanket, keep me warm, let me wake up. like to be the bad man, to be the sad man behind blue eyes. Wow, it's been a lot of years since I played that one around the campfire. We're bringing it back. See you Saturday with that, Tim. Happy Whiskey Tuesday, everybody.